Oops. Good morning. My name is Angela Fagg with Messengers of Truth. Today is November 22nd, 2025 at somewhere in between 6:30 a.m. and 7 o'clock. Saturday morning. It's still, it's only like 64 degrees or 61 degrees. It's cold for me, so I had to go put a sweater on after I fed the chickens. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene resigned. That's what I found out this morning, because I do my news in the morning, and yesterday I didn't feel like listening to any more of anything after morning time. You know, like political stuff or whatever. But she resigned. He pressured her into resigning. You understand that? That's bad. That's really bad. And, you know, it's bad. Complain all the time that the Democrats do this and they do that and they do this, and look at what's going on right now. And you know what? All the feminists and all them bitches, they should be pissed right now that a man pushed a woman out of her spot. You know why she resigned? Because she didn't want the people in her district to get punished. Let that sink in here. Let it sink in. Like, what? That's a little nuts. That's actually definitely uncalled for behavior. Someone needs to throw a flag on the field. There's been a foul. But anyways, so we made it through yesterday, made it through last night. We're still here. Baggins worked late last night, so I was going to do the fireside chat last night because we can buy these little logs that have, they're pretty neat. But anyways, we're going to do that tonight, the fireside chat, because it's just a log with a hole in the top and holes in the side, and it burns one little flame up the top. It's fucking weird. Like, I wish I would have thought of that myself. It's a moneymaker. But anyways, no ashes and a lot of stuff doesn't come off of it, so it would be safe to do because we still haven't had any rain or anything, so I want to be safe. So I just want to show you this because, I mean, just look at it. You tell me. Hold on, let me make sure I can getting it in. You tell me what that is. I'm just saying. That's the question I'm asking. What is that? It wasn't there a few minutes ago. What is it? I just think that's a good question. Sky looks pretty this morning. Sun's not all the way up yet. I'll zoom back in so you can see it a little better. I changed the, what is that? Pixels, I guess, on my camera on my phone. So it should look a lot better. I didn't know you could do that, but I figured it out. Got it done. You know, we come here in the morning to do the Serenity Prayer for all people. All people of shapes, sizes, all of them. Everybody's in chaos right now. There's a lot of chaos, and it's hard to deal with. And it's not very nice to have this much chaos. You know, I told somebody once that I thrive in chaos. I was raised in it. I've always been around chaos. It's not that bad for me. But I guess that's exactly what you say when you're drinking 2-3 times a week, because you just don't give a shit. So they even put one in that cloud over there. These son of a bitches. Anyways, but I don't like chaos anymore. I think that comes with age also. My neighbors are out. kind of feel embarrassed when I'm talking when the neighbors are out, but whatever. It can only be me. I didn't come here, well, I did kind of come here for them too, eh? Don't you know? All right. So we come here for the serenity prayer because a lot of people are in chaos. And this prayer, I believe, helps with that because we're asking God for serenity. We're asking Him for us to be able to accept the things. So here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a pathway to peace, taking, as He did, the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that God will make all things right if I surrender to His will, that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with Him forever in the next. So, I said one time, God, many years ago, that I would talk about the inner earth people and the way that my cigarette went out, and the way that I know a lot about a lot, and it's not the time yet. People don't understand. And, you know, I have to learn to have more patience. I'm going to let you look at me. I have to learn to have more patience. And that's something that I've been working on for a very long time. Because I actually have none. Zero patience. I have a lot more now. And I think that comes with age also. I don't want to wait any longer. I feel like it's been going on for a long time for me. Like some people are saying that the time is going by fast. I don't feel like it is. I don't. There's a lot of things going on. And I can tell that there's a lot of people in chaos, and all people. I just don't like it. I don't like people being hurt. Uh-oh, Goldie's in there harassing the other chickens again. She was chasing around those other chickens. She's the little ones, because she's the smallest out of her group. So she wants to come in and bully around the little ones because they're smaller than her. I almost had to put her in timeout yesterday. Anyways, I'm being serious. Yes, I put the chicken in timeout. I'll put her in the coop and everybody else will be free except for her. That actually teaches them. It's kind of weird, but whatever. It's morning time. We made it. It's good. Got food. Got a roof over my head still. Got electricity. I'm pretty rich, I think. Like right behind me. And I know that people are going to be like, how do you think you're rich? Well, because I get to see things that other people don't see on a regular basis. It's like National Geographic in my backyard all the time. I have right down here in this, I can't even water the rose bush anymore. But I have some baby bunnies. I almost drowned one 2 days ago. I didn't mean to. I didn't know they were there. But I'm watering it, and it came, like, stumbling out like, I'm drowning. And I was like, oh, shit. So now I can't water that plant with a, you know, they'll be big enough and they'll leave soon. But I'm not going to water the plant. I'm going to let them grow up, and I want to try to get them on video because they're pretty funny when they're little babies and they start coming out and running around and stuff. You see, I really don't have any patience. And there's something that I'm doing that's very new to me. And that is cutting people off instantly. That is what I do. I don't have or want the need to deal with somebody else's pukaki on the truth. When I'm still trying to deal with my own, and not only that, I'm going to cut you off, bro. I have to do that. That is for me. I'm not going to go through this cycle anymore. I'm grown now, and I'm making grown decisions. Not drama-filled, alcohol and drug-filled decisions. Decisions that you need a sound you need a sound mind for. You need to be able to think it through with logically instead of being all jumbled up all the time. And that's what drugs and alcohol do for you when you take them all the time. You can't get a moment, you know. And there's a finch over there. So little. But I like them. Anyways. And it's hard. And I understand that. That's why. Which is shocking. And I'll tell you the story. So when I was younger, and I used to always say that I was going to own a trailer park, and I was going to live in the big house, and I was going to be the top dog, you know what I'm saying? Like top drug dealer, top pimp, top all of it. I was going to run the whole trailer park like that, like something you've seen in a movie. And that faded, God, a long time ago. But now I want something different. But it's the same, which is kind of weird. I want to have a farm. And I want the children that are on probation and their parents, and I want to teach them how to farm, and I want to teach them how to use their hands. I also want to start a community drug rehab and little houses and stuff, so to teach them how to stop being on drugs completely. But the difference of me and other people is I'm not giving you methadone or all the other Suboxone, none of that. You don't get that. If you want to be sober, you're going to do it. Because you need to feel it, what it feels like coming those drugs out of your system, so you don't do it anymore. That's the difference in between some people that are going to get sober and some that aren't. But that's what I'm going to do. How? I don't know. But I'm learning all about animals and all about, you know, stuff like that. Taking care of these chickens and trying to make sure, you know, they don't get sick. And I don't give them shots or, you know, all that other shit. Well, that's just one thing. There's hope. There's lots of hope. And it's going to suck for a little while. But that's what it is. And all we can do is look at the beautiful things, you know. The birds all flying around right here, which I don't know if you'll be able to see it as good with me changing the camera. You see they're all flying around. Aerators coming in. Just remember, today's Saturday. Look at something and see the beauty in it. Find the positive in something, regardless of how hard things are. Find something positive in a situation. That's what I do to keep myself sane. I find something good in it, and then I laugh a lot because God's pretty funny. Sometimes he makes me laugh real hard. He's talking to you too. You just have to listen. So always remember that you are loved. You're loved. God loves you. Jesus loves you. You got a whole set of people in heaven that just want to talk to you more. I'm not talking about spirits and new age shit. You don't do that. They're liars. Talk to spirits. You'll know the difference. Everybody does. Well, maybe they don't. Well, you're loved. I will see you tonight for the fireside chat. Until later.